Hi.
Hi, how are you? Do you have any place you'd like me to sit or put my stuff down?
Yeah, right here. Get you a chair.
Thank you. And you are JW.
Yep, that's me.
Well, thank you so much for reaching out and giving me the opportunity to audition for you.
Oh, let me tell you. No, thank you. I gotta tell you, I really think that you have just the right quality we're looking for.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
So this is like a meet and greet or something like that?
Something like that.
But where'd you see like my work or anything? I mean, most of the stuff I've done hasn't come out yet.
Don't have a Ford.
Then you don't have shit.
Come on down to SCHIWT. The best deals on a Ford and Mercury.
Wow, you saw that?
Yeah.
That commercial only ran in like Kern County.
Yeah, I know. Well, me and the missus were driving through this little shithole called Pine Mountain Club. And then the car broke down. We pulled into a filling station, and that damn shit's Ford TV commercial was on. It's played many times.
I'm sorry, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. Don't be embarrassed. That's why you're here. Now, let's read.
Do you have any notes on kind of cold read?
Well, it's pretty straightforward on the surface. I mean, you're the opening victim, unwittingly lured to an out-of-the-way casting studio by two sociopaths that want to kill you on film for notoriety.
That does sound pretty straightforward.
Like I said, on the surface. So, I'll read the description and we'll hop right into it, okay?
Okay. Oh, do you want me to slate?
I know who you are. Interior casting studio day. Betty arrives. As she enters the lobby, Sabine checks her in and JW waves her into the room. Improvised pleasantries between Betty and JW, and then he places the sides in front of her with a cold read.
This scene, it's just a monologue.
It's more than a monologue, Betty. It's a manifesto. Delivered by the mouth of a babe, some might say. Others, a lamb.
Any particular way you want it delivered?
Honestly.
You can be anything you want in this world. That's the first job our parents give us towards a life of losing ourselves, towards a life of confusion and noise and pain, suffocating the potential we have to become the best us, castrating our souls and giving birth to our spiritual deaths. You shouldn't be anything other than yourself. You shouldn't want to be anything. Dreams of surpassing your mother's stardom or your father's wealth from real estate. Delusions of grandeur, talks of destiny. I was taught to want to be things greater than myself, but if I'd known then what I know now, maybe I'd be alive longer. This feast really speaks to me.
Sabine quietly slips into the room behind Betty with a butcher's knife, tight in her grip. Yes, it was written especially for you.
Why me?
Because of your qualities. I remember the first time I watched footage of you. If you don't have a Ford, say it.
Then you don't have shit.
Come on down to SCHIWT for the best deals on a Ford or a Mercury. And then Sabine jabs the knife into Betty's back, and she releases a blood-curdling scream. Really? That's a blood-curdling scream? Now, come on, try it again. Still not there. Now, I know you've got a death scream inside you, and I really want to hear it. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's real, right? This letter came with the video. It says, hello, Tough T. Eddie Brock. We are hopeful that this message is received by you in the best of times. My lovely producer has asked that we share our opus with you, as she believes your unbiased criticism and reporting would be invaluable and integral to its success. The following video, which you are about to view, is the opening scene of the upcoming film I'm directing titled Watch Us Kill. The clip would be considered graphic in nature if it were simply a movie, but it's not. I assure you that every moment captured within these 24 frames are authentic. The lovely actress in the scene, Betty Noir, I need to make a note of that, crafted and delivered a performance to die for. We cordially invite you to chronicle the construction of the deconstruction of societal civility and malignant morality, where fair is foul and foul is fair. If you'd find value in meeting with us as well, watch us set fire to the world, watch us kill. Be well, jnsjs@gmail.com.
What that sounds like to me is a filmmaker trying to get some sort of publicity, bit of a narcissist. They think their stuff is way more important than it actually is. Hell, like when you were looking at that, you didn't even see any blood, there was nothing. Like that's how low budget it was. They didn't even have like effects, like the budget for blood.
Wait, there was something human in that to me. There was something real there. I have an ethical responsibility to find out whether there's any validity to this information. And I'd like for you to come with me. They provided an email address. Meet you where and when? You tell me. Brock. What do you think?
Look.
Hold on, a message came in. I've got an address.
All right, but if you...
We've got to verify the information.
I'm just saying, if you make me end up looking stupid on this, like, I'm just like, I'll go, but just don't have me looking stupid is all I'm saying.
I know what you're referencing, okay? And I wouldn't bring you here if I didn't think that...
All right, but yeah, if I don't feel good about it, we'll bounce, right?
Great.
Cool. All right.
Thank you. The thing is that if there's no validity to this, then there's no danger, right? So.
Well, like I said before, it was like a low-budget horror movie to me, so I'm not putting too much stock into it anyway.
Either way, there's a story. I mean, what are they doing?
I mean, a story,
right?
if you care about low-budget horror movies. I'm just saying, I mean...
There's an intention behind it. It's not just to be a low-budget horror movie, or they would just make it that, right? So I think it's worth the follow-up. In any way, I appreciate you coming with me, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I've seen
regardless of how skeptical you are.
Yeah, well, I've seen bigger budgets on the porno movies, so...
Would you stop with the budget?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, it wasn't high budget, but there was something, There was something definitely.
Not high budget is an awesome way to put it. I was just saying.
She's here. Will he be here the whole time? Yeah, that's my cameraman. He had to come to shoot, you know. I can't shoot the interviews. Oh, I understand.
Hey, good. Wake you up?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Try pajamas.
You're the guy who asked us for...
Yes, I am. Expert professionals. You are a professional, right? Why are you, dressed like that? You think I don't do anything on the spec? You know why you're here, right? And this is what you present to me? That's shameful. In fact, we're done. We build trust, we work together. Until then, we're done. Move out of here.
You called me here. I have
You're done. Thank you.
questions that I'd like to ask you.
Well, this is for Detective Raymer. Okay? You got it? Detective Raymer. All right, down? Remember. Have a good one.
Am I going to see you again? What is it? You need to leave. You need to leave. Turn off the camera, please. Now. You need to go. Hey, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Look, I don't know. What does that say?
It says Betsy Wiltshire.
Let me see. Who is Betsy Wilton?
Where in the world do you think a potential serial killer would send me to the police? Detective Raymer, I appreciate your willingness to be on camera. I'm here because I want to see if you have any information about a woman named Betty Noir.
And why would I have information on that? Is she what does she has to do with the police?
She has to do with a case that I'm investigating.
You're investigating.
As a part of a story.
Oh,
As an investigative journalist.
Another story.
This is another.
You seem, you're a very berating person since the moment I got here. If we could just be civil and exchange information, that would be appreciated.
Well,
So,
you haven't given any information. You're just talking at the moment.
my question is if you have information on someone by the name of Betty Noir potentially linked to the last name Wiltern.
Wiltern, and this is a case involved with.
A missing person.
There we go. See, this helps. And this is the missing persons for the last couple of weeks, so you have a little more to go on.
Anything that could ring a bell with the name Betty Noir and potentially Wiltern as a some association.
What is your interest in this? I'm just curious. You're investigating. I'm surprised you come to the police for help after your last little venture. You don't seem to trust us much. I'm not sure how we're going to help you.
Do you have any information on a Betty Noir in association with the name Wiltern? That's my question.
Wilton. Missing. Parents reported it after 48 hours.
Who is this Wiltern? What's her first name?
Betsy. So, we sent a couple of detectives over, talked to the landlord. He barely knew her, couldn't even describe her really physically. We contacted the boyfriend and her closest friend. He was at work, she was in class. And she sent out a couple of texts the day of her disappearance. Apparently she was on her way to some audition. And,
As the name Betty Noir?
I don't know. All I know is that her parents, Debbie, Deborah, and Mac Wiltern, are the ones that filed the report.
Yes, that's the one. That's
so I wouldn't know what she
that's
goes
the piece
by.
that I found too, that I have, is that missing persons report from the parents. Okay. Well,
Interesting. Well, how did you get that report?
It was It's so strange.
No,
it was an anonymous tip, so I couldn't even tell you. But it sounds like we have the same information. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate that. If there's anything that I have that might be
Work
useful.
must be great for you.
To you.
Thank you, Ms. Brock.
Going into filmmaking.
Yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. All right. Come on, Corey.
Bye, Miss Brock. Later.
I believe she initially approached her mother in regards to helping, and so she got her foot in the door, but then soon after, from my understanding, that she was harassing. Journalists get a lot of freedom, and really, unless they're directly disrupting things, it's hard to kind of keep them at bay. I did help Betsy's mother with a restraining order because she really was becoming a problem for her, and other than that, that was about the extent to which I could help.
I brought her in. My mother was visiting. We talked for a little bit, but I didn't trust her. I didn't want to hear anything she had to say. Betsy Wiltern was my daughter. She was the absolute light of my life. When she was about 4, we went up to Yosemite, and she always just thought she was a Disney princess. She would go out in a little dress, and she'd carry her Easter basket, and she'd try to charm the animals into climbing her basket. She thought they would just climb right in. And I came out, and there she was, with her arms around the neck of a deer. She was such a gentle soul that the animals would let her put her arms around them. She had a rare, beautiful light around her. And then in high school, like her senior year, she got the acting bug. I mean, my mother used to act. I used to act. It's a family thing. So we tried to be encouraging. Sorry. So yeah, she got bit by the acting bug in high school, and then, she did a couple of commercials, just like local Ford dealerships, and that was great. That was fun. But she wanted more acting opportunities. She wanted to do film work more than just commercial work. And yeah.
I am going to email them to set up the interview for tomorrow. Get some sleep. I think I was grinding my teeth last night. Maybe nervous about the interview or something. Jaw sore.
Joston? Okay.
I just have to do a couple more things and then I'll be ready to go.
All
Ready?
right. Yeah. Sounds, about as ready as I'll ever be. You know?
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna, maybe we can do a mock trial where I'm just gonna throw you some of the things that I've been thinking, like certainly who is Betty Noir and why me? Why am I a part of this? And now you're a part of this, but thank you for that, by the way. Sorry.
I'm gonna tell you right now, while you going through all your questions and everything else, I'm gonna be looking for the exit sign. I'm just saying.
Are you saying that I'm not a good multitasker?
Tabitha, you look beautiful in the lens. Camera likes you.
We're rolling, so if you could state your name, please. to the camera.
That's not what you want to know.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not! So let's go back to one, okay? So, what do you want to know? What do you really want to know?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm realization. Realization is becoming fully aware of something as a fact. It's like the fulfillment or achievement of something desired or anticipated.
What is your realization?
Next question.
No,
No! Next question. You have one, don't you, Tabitha? One, another, and another, and another. Ask one. Ask the one right there. That one is far more phobic, I think. Let's hear it. I'm listening.
Why did you invite me here?
Better question is, why did you come? It's not about the tape. It's not about Betty Noir, or who she was, or how she ended up the way she did. That's not a motivating factor for you, is it? Because you don't give a shit about her, do you? Let's face it. You've been sitting on your ass doing whatever you do, trying to make sense of the way the world sees you, and you still haven't learned that none of that shit matters. Perception, perspective, reality doesn't mean shit. It's all the same thing. It's a prison for those who agree to be held prisoner. It's for those who sell themselves into slavery. Reality is an illusion, albeit very persistent. You think this story is the way back to Everybody's Good Crazy. One big, sensational story takes you right back to where you want to be. Pagan shit. Laughing at the bullshit praise and bullshitters who don't know shit. So the bullshit that they have been fed. The reality is, if you do something, it's done. It's forever etched in people's minds. They form the idea of who you are, and that can't be undone. If you're a piece of shit, own it. If you're a disgusting human being, embrace it, because that is who you are. But don't hide, and don't lie to yourself, and don't lose yourself pursuing that fucking dream, that fucking lie, what people think about you, what they think you should be. Because the worst lie you ever tell is the one you tell yourself.
Who are you?
Sabine. Sabine Atworth?
I'm James Buford Wallace. Now, who are you?
I don't know.
You won't be able to say that after today. At least not to yourself.
Why not?
You have a question in here. I know it. Now, what is it? Come on, answer the one's here. It's right on the top of you.
No,
your
I
tongue.
don't have it.
Yes, you do. Come on, I want to hear it. Come on. Ask it. Ask it. Ask me it. Ask me it. Ask me it.
Is Betsy Wiltorn Betsy Wiltorn dead?
Life is about not knowing. Taking the moment and doing the best you can with it, even if you don't know what's happening next. We're not going to be the ones to ruin that for you.
Watcher's Kill is more than a film. It's a search for truth in a land of lies, exposing us to us, who we are, why we exist. You might only exist to show others the horrors of a mind that's unbridled by social constructs.
that fearlessly and murderously will defend its ideas.
You have to be cruel to be cool.
To keep your integrity to yourself. This film is our ideology. And its participants are sacrificing who they are for who they can become. Our purpose, their purpose, is to achieve realization. That's it.
It's freedom. Tabitha. Don't you want to see what real freedom looks like?
So what I'd like to do now is focus on next steps. We have the cop, her parents, and the weirdness that was today, right? But what we need a couple more elements. They invited us to their house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to go.
I don't want to be the dick in the room that says like this shit ain't real. But let's just say, sake of argument, Betsy Wilson is like held up in a hotel somewhere, and she's working with him and just laughing her ass off, and then we end up looking a little buffoonish.
What would the point in that be for them? Why would they do that?
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen people do a lot of stuff to promote something. And trust me, I was there, I saw it. They are definitely some oddball people, right? I'm definitely with you on that. I'm just playing devil's advocate. More importantly, somebody who has been down that road with you before. Okay. I'm not, okay.
All right, yeah. Are you going in?
I'll follow your lead.
I'm not sure if it's around the corner here, but let's try you.
Hi, can we come in?
Who are we?
It's just me, and then they were outside, so I don't know if you had.
Can I help you?
Lieutenant Raymer, Detective Banks.
Oh, okay. Is there something going on?
I would like to speak to you, ask some questions about a missing persons. Can we come in?
Sure. Come on in.
Do you want us to come back later?
No, why don't you come on in?
Okay. Is there a problem here? I mean...
Well, we're following up a missing person. You are? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
James Wallace.
And you?
Sabine.
Sabine.
You reside here? Hi, Sabine.
Yes, we do.
You mind having a seat real quick? We're trying to ask a couple questions. We'll be out of your hair in 2 seconds.
Sure.
Please.
You have identification on you?
Yes, I do. Where's... Oh, you know what? Is it in here? Sure.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you need mine as well?
Yes, please. So, Mr. Wallace, you're an artist.
He's a filmmaker.
Really?
Filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Have you heard of a film named Watch Us Kill?
Let me think. Watch Us Kill. That sounds familiar. Are we working on that one? Is that on the repertoire?
That's coming up.
Ah, yes.
What kind of filmmaker are you?
Well, we're
Anything?
still in pre-production. We haven't.
Do you do your casting on Craigslist as well?
No.
Why do you sound so condescending?
She had a lot of coffee today. What about a casting director named Chastity Chastity Walker? You ever use anybody like that?
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
Are you also the DP, the director
The writer.
of your films?
And the director. huh?
Composer, editor.
Oh, those are big words. You do 3 syllables? Cinematographer? What do you think? You got that one?
So basically, it's one of those shitty-ass low-budget films.
What about an actress
Yes.
named Betsy Wiltern? Familiar with her at all?
Betsy, that's not familiar. Betsy Wilton.
Yeah. No, we used her just for one day.
Oh. Yes, she's right.
She's very sweet,
Good girl.
very young, so very new to the industry.
Yes.
What role did you cast her in?
Lady Noir. We gave her a couple lines.
Do you mind if we come to your set?
We'd be happy to have you, but you're gonna have to be more respectful when you show up on set. Your attitude so far regarding our type of filmmaking has been a little, well...
Sorry, but you're not.
I would enjoy
She finished her role.
I've never been on a Craigslist filmmaking set.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure.
Let me call these in.
Yeah, please. Hey, Dr. Tennis, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, I do.
So you play at this park over here?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I used to walk my dog at that park.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you move or you still live here?
I move around.
Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you. I'm fine, please. No. Please, you just,
Stand. Why is he dancing?
Anything, Lieutenant?
All right, well, if you haven't seen Miss Wilton, then I guess that's all we need. But if she does contact you, I hope you'll let us know.
Of course.
The parents are very worried about her. You know.
Do you have a card?
No. You can ask Miss Brock how to find me.
Really?
No, I'm looking into something completely different. It's about their past, the filmmaking that they've done in the past. So
We'll of course let you know.
Miss Sabine, Mr. Wallace. Good to see you, Miss Brock.
T. Eddie Brock.
Good job. Team player there. Very good. Bring him to our house.
I had nothing. I know how
Well.
it seems, me showing up and then them being there, and I need you to know that I was as surprised as you were. I was as surprised as you are. I don't know exactly where to go from here because it's so odd, but the only connection that I have to them is that you gave me the envelope to take to him. And so I don't know if he's trailing me after that, or I don't know what's going down over there, but I gave them the envelope and that's my only connection to them.
Okay, Tabitha. Okay. It's okay.
No, but the thing is, I need you to believe
Relax.
me.
It's okay. Let's go on to the interview. Isn't that what you came here for?
Yeah, she's right.
I just want to make sure that the mood's right and that you are going to be in a place where you're going to tell me the truth. Okay.
Sure. Come on. Ask away. Oh, look at that.
All right, so let's just jump into this, okay?
Good sugar. Let's sugar everyone down. Oh. Would you join us, please? Yes. Over here. And watch your mic cable. Here's next. Let me inside here.
I'm going to share that.
Yes, this is right here, please.
Okay.
Just. This is up right here. Impressive.
How long have you been following me?
You done?
How long have you been following me? Yeah, we're done.
Questions?
Well, I asked them and you don't answer them. How long have you been following me?
Tabitha, I think this next part would be easier if it was just us. This is personal and difficult for you. I want to give you this space that you need. He shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's you.
I think you should go.
All right.
Look at her home.
All right.
I'm gonna go over there.
Tabitha, join me here. Tabitha, next to me, please.
Not until you answer the question. How long have you guys been tracking me?
Long enough. Go sit. He's asked you already.
This is for us.
For you?
For us. My word to you. Whatever you say here stays in this room unless you want it out. You understand that? This is up to you. You're still in charge. Why did you lie?
About what?
Your story.
What story? This story?
No, your last story. Please?
That was Linda's take on it. I didn't lie. I just didn't know that the witnesses were lying.
The words that you tell is when you tell yourself. What really happened?
I exaggerated what was going on because the story, it wasn't big enough to stand on its own, and I needed eyeballs, and I'm used to getting ratings, and I'd already spent a lot of time on it, so I needed to deliver, and I got messy, and I stretched the truth.
Good. It's a start.
It's a start.
So, let me ask you this. The person that produced that segment, who has been kind of your mentor, is also a part of that demise. Is that true?
Well, yeah, that's what I said. You know, Linda, she blew it out of proportion, you know. She took...
Linda Rial. Linda Rial. That's what she's talking about.
She took what I did and she...
If she was here, what would you say to her? Between us.
I'd say that I wish she came to me first. I'd say that I've witnessed times where she's done the same thing for a story. I'd tell her I was disappointed.
Are you angry?
She ruined you.
She did.
She destroyed you.
She did.
Everything you'd built, everything you'd worked so hard for.
Gone. If she was here, would you just like slap her? Would you hit her? Do you want to strangle her? Do you want to choke her?
Why are you saying this?
I'm just asking a question. Just ask a question. Just tell the truth. Would you?
No.
You wouldn't? Would you want someone to be known to her? Someone you trusted, who's on your side, who believes in you as much as you believe in yourself? Would you want them to do that for you?
We know where she is.
You know where she is, where she's working tonight.
She's in her studio. She's doing a piece tonight. She's working in-house. We know exactly where she is tonight.
Would you want that?
Here you are. Home. Safe and sound. Thanks for the ride. See you soon.
Real soon.
Hello, anybody here? I got a special delivery for some flowers for Linda Reel.
Yeah.
Linda? Yeah, Linda Reel.
Oh, sure. Come with me. Are
Are you Linda Reel?
yeah.
No, I think it's Reel. Look, R-E-A-L.
Thank you. You've taught me many lessons. Now it's time for me to return the favor. Who sent this?
I don't know. Maybe your ex?
What do you mean you don't know? Is it a guy? Is it a girl?
I don't know. I know who it wasn't. It wasn't me. Here you go. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Asshole.
Who's on here?
She's on the way.
T. Tabitha. Tabitha. You still never told me the conversations you had with those two. Like, what did you guys talk about? What did you guys do?
Well, my former partner had been in contact with an informant, and that informant had brought us to a couple of interviews that kind of broke things open for us, and that was the discovery of Delilah.
I'm Delilah Morgan, and I survived the Watch Us Kill massacre. My mom is Lana May. She's the actress that everybody knows. And my dad is Frank Morgan, the real estate mogul. So between the two of them, it was a very abundant home life for me. I didn't get to see them as much as I wanted to, but they let me know that I could do anything that I put my mind to.
You told today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
Hello.
Delilah?
Yes, hi.
Hi, this is JW, the director of Watch Us Kill with Sabine. We gave you.
Hi,
how you doing?
good, how are you?
Very good, thank you. We want to talk to you about our project.
I would love to hear about it. My agent told me that you guys were going to be in touch, so I definitely love to hear more about the role and the film and what you have going on.
Well, basically, you were the lead in it, which you I know about, which we're excited to have you aboard should you choose to be involved with us.
Delilah, this is Sabine.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I have to say I've seen your prior work to this, and I don't think the directors challenged you the way that you could be challenged. They, forgive me if I offend you with this, but they tended to focus on your body, your assets. They exploited and used you as a physical object, and JW wants to see your talent, your emotions, your realism. We think we could give you the opportunity to go someplace you've never been on film before.
That sounds really awesome, honestly. I mean, being in this industry, like, we have to be upfront and honest with a lot of times what people need in their film, and a lot of times that is based on the physical, and, you know, everyone needs to be able to sell their movie, and sometimes that means putting girls in compromising situations or focusing more on their bodies over their talent or whatever it may be that's going to get the movie off the ground. So I totally understand, like, in the past, why other people needed to do that, but I think you're saying that this is going to be something, like, new and different and not go down that road. Like, it's just music to my ears, honestly. Like, this sounds like a really, really great thing to be part of.
I was hoping maybe we could meet her tonight.
Tonight? Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I hate to just throw that on you, but we'd really love to go over the script with you and just make sure we're all on the same page.
No, I understand. Definitely. That makes sense. How long before do you need me to be there?
About an hour? Would that work?
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I can make that work.
Excellent. Thank you for being so flexible.
No problem.
I knew it. I told you. I'm so glad. She's perfect for this part. She's perfect. I'm gonna take the scenes and move 43 up to 42.
Sabine, why Delilah Morgan for the lead?
JW wants her. I actually wanted someone with more visibility, but JW, he always wants the broken brunette, just like.
What do you think? Don't eavesdrop.
Basically, I was approached by James Wallace to set up a meet and greet because he had this story that he wanted to do. And I said, okay, I'll hear about it because I wanted to work. I don't like when I'm not working. It drives me crazy. So I said yes to a meet and greet. Usually that's how it goes because I don't really audition anymore. I just, I'll meet with a director, writer, and see what they have for me, what they want to do. And sometimes it happens via email, but they wanted to meet me in person. So I said, okay, sure. So we met at this local restaurant and I was expecting it to be James Buford Wallace and Sabine Atworth. But they also had T. Eddie Brock, and I was a bit confused just because I had heard of her before. She's an investigative journalist. It was just really odd. And I mean, immediately her energy was just nervous. She just looked uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Like I don't know why anybody would stay in the room if she was that uncomfortable, you know? And so we all sit down at a table, and almost immediately after we sit down, two detectives come up to our group. It was Detective Raymer and Banks. And they started to ask us some questions. First it was like kind of normal stuff for detectives to ask, but then it turned into a full-on interrogation. It felt like they pulled up chairs. They were asking about a missing girl, Betsy Wiltern. And apparently she was an actress and she had gone missing. And I mean, they were really laying in to JW and Sabine. But yeah, it sounded like an accusation. It sounded like they knew something.
Look, yeah, you haven't said two words to me since we left the damn coffee shop. T. Look, tell me what's the deal. What's the problem?
Give me the camera.
For what? For what reason?
You know what reason. Why were the cops there? No, you don't have to answer that question, okay? I'm just disappointed. All that trust shit that you put me through. Give me a break. Give me the camera right now.
For what?
Give me the camera right now. You're the one who can't be trusted.
Look, it's been, look, for 10 years, and you just gonna let that shit go just for me calling the cops? I was concerned about you, all right? Concerned about us.
Okay, here stands Batty Tricks. One of my favorites, a classic. See the distance? That's how you gotta be. Any closer, only as strong. Temple, bridge of the nose, on the chin, top of the skull, base of the skull. 16 ounce claw hammer. Seems harmless enough. Nails, nails. Pulls up nails. Stops live. That push gotta be now. Look at my eyes when you do it. And that's when it gets really fun. This is professional grade. Boom. Boom. Imagine the double here. Push in. And then twist it. A little like that. Push in. And the belly and twist. Twist, twist, twist. Yeah, go twist a little more, a little more, a little more. And pull it back out. How that feeling? Good. Good. Okay, here we go. Revolver. Bullets go in the cylinder. 5 shots. That's all there is. Then you're done. Move on. Different weapon. So, put your hand in here. Just one hand. There you go. There you go. Put it right here. Close to the trigger. Use this part of the flesh, which is nice and tender. And pull that trigger. And target. Pull the hammer back. The thumb. Here you go. Do it again. Ooh, good shot. Good aim. Put it right down there, in the barrel. Girl. Squeeze it nice and slowly. Ooh.
Her eyes are so big in the frame. Don't be nervous. It's gonna be amazing.
Nice and tight here. Nice and tight. So you know oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think it's always gotta be hidden. Now, I want you to look towards camera. Get this tough look we're so used to.
Tell me about the fateful night.
So, I got to the table read, and everything initially just seemed normal, seemed professional. We had some up-and-coming stars there with us. It was a singer-turned-actor, Nevaeh Barnes, Alan Mills, Whitney Cole, and Terry McCombs. And I remember thinking initially just how much fun this was going to be, seeing new stars on the scene and how much they were going to get out of this. So we went on with the table read, we took a couple breaks, and JW had set up a camera in the corner of the room, just stationary, and Sabine had a handheld that she was walking around the table with. Teddy Brock was there, which I was still really unsure of why she was there in the first place. She was disconnected, she was despondent, she was on edge the entire time, like she knew something was gonna happen. We finished the table read, and JW, Sabine, and Brock leave the room. And that's when the lights went out. And immediately all I could hear was screaming. And when you're in the dark and you can't see anything, that's all you have. All you have is your hearing, and it just sounded like that. Nevaeh, then Whitney, then Alan. But I remember first it was Terry. So I found a wall and I followed it. I followed it with my hands. I couldn't see anything, but I found a door frame, and so I went through it, and it was a set of stairs leading me to, I guess, a basement. And I thought it was good. I thought it was safe. I thought I got away. But then JW, Sabine, and Brock, they were there. All of a sudden, they were there. They turned on the lights, and that was their whole plan the whole time, was to just corner me in this room. So Brock, she's holding up this gun to my face, and I can tell that she wants to do it. She wants to shoot me, but then JW steps in, and he's arguing with her because he wants to shoot me for some reason. And so they're arguing back and forth, and then JW finally shoots her. And that's when she drops her gun to the floor, and I grab it, and I shoot JW and Sabine. And then as I was leaving the room, I found a duffel bag. And when I looked inside, it was a ton of videotapes. They were all labeled different people's names. And they were all the murders. And so after it was all done and I was safe, I turned it over to the authorities immediately.
Yeah, justice could never truly be served because the damage they did can't be undone. Do I wish I was the one who pulled the trigger? Not necessarily. I'm not it's not true that all cops are trigger happy, and I think at the end of the day we investigate and we try to bring down perpetrators and really find out why they met their untimely death as they had given to many other people. So in some way, some kind of justice was served, I guess, but obviously it'd be better if none of it had ever happened.
I was relieved to get an answer. But it was such a horrible answer. Knowing that she was just butchered like that for some sick. The light has absolutely gone out of my life. I get through each day. Just to wake up and do it again the next day. I don't feel like I have a purpose. I don't feel like I have a reason. I just survive. But I don't feel like there's anything good in the world.
Now tell me what really happened.
What?
You heard me.
What part? You said we don't talk about that part. Once it's over, it's done. It doesn't exist. Okay, so everything I said was true up until JW and Sabine cornered me in the basement. Brock did pull the gun on me, but I could tell she wasn't gonna do it.
Do it.
Kill me. Shoot me. She was holding it up to my face, but JW was saying, just do it, shoot her. And she just couldn't go through with it. She froze. Just like JW said she would. Well, just like you said she would, actually. You guys really did a number on her self-confidence.
About me. Stick to the story. How did you really survive?
So JW was going on some rant about realization and whatever, so I took my chance to go into the duffel bag and grab the loaded gun, and I shot him in the face. And then I shot Sabine in the gut.
And Brock?
Well, I left her for you. But then you told me that you were just a documentarian and you weren't going to take part.
So you then...
I shot her in the back as she ran away.
Why?
Why did I shoot her? Or why did I do it at all?
Either.
JW saw something in me. Something that was more than tits and ass and sucking and fucking. Finally. Someone, and it was him. It was nice. It was sweet. It was like, it reminded me of when I decided to be an actor. And it's funny, it's really corny, but he helped me realize.
Then why did you kill him?
Well, you told me that we
Again,
were
this
supposed
isn't
to.
about me. Why kill JW? Someone who saw you more than, as you say, tits and ass and sucking and fucking.
It wasn't enough for him to see me. I wanted the world to see me again. You know, it's kind of prophetic. The last lines that I'm supposed to say in the movie after I kill all my friends, it's I was taught to want to be things greater than myself. But if I had known then what I know now, if only he'd been there. We are greater than what the world says we could be if we just let ourselves be. Kill the messengers of good intentions and poor guidance. Bury their words beneath us where they belong. Realization. That's where we are. And that's where we were. Right, Linda? Standing over their bodies. The messengers of good intentions and poor guidance. We were doing something bigger. Best. We freed ourselves from JW's narcissism. We were taught well. Some might say too well. But well. So I'm assuming this is your insurance in case I realize you're no longer useful to me?
Maybe.
Insurance is only as useful as the chances you have to use it. Are we done? I'm really craving chilies.
Let me tell you a story about a man. I have all the reasons to hate him, but you know what? I love him, so I'll tell you. It goes like this. It goes like this. Get in, get out, don't go. Let's stay. What are you doing here? Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Stop laughing. Stop crying. Stop doing nothing. Stop trying. I hate you. Don't leave me. I love you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Stop laughing. Stop crying. Stop doing nothing. Stop trying. I hate you. Don't leave me. I love you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. You help me breathe. You drunk me. You made me. You blame me. You disgust me. You fascinate me. They kill me. You save me. You help me breathe. You drunk me. You made me. You blame me. You disgust me. You fascinate me.
Do you mind if I grab my stuff out of your car real quick? Yeah. And just to make sure, I just want to make sure we're on the same page in terms of like where we're going after this is talking to Detective Brenneman, right?
No. Why would we do that?
I don't know, because you just talked to somebody who admitted that they had something to do.
They didn't admit anything. Corey, they didn't admit anything. Our only job right now is to get to the bottom of this. That's more important than ever right now. I don't know how you don't see that.
I forgive you. 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 I forgive you.